In Japan, it's common to see men and women in their 80s walking through parks at sunrise, their posture tall, their steps calm and balanced. There's no rush, no heavy breathing, no pain on their faces, just quiet strength. Meanwhile, here in America, many people the same age wake up with sore joints, stiff backs, and the fear of losing balance after just a few steps. Japan now has more than 90,000 people over the age of 100, the highest number in the world. And while many Americans rely on pills, gym memberships, or supplements, Japanese elders follow something far simpler. For generations, they've practiced 6 gentle movements every single day. No equipment, no strain. Yet these small motions have been proven by Harvard researchers to keep their minds sharp, their joints flexible, and their independence intact decades longer. As both a doctor and a health psychologist, I've seen how powerful these habits can be. They work not because they're extreme, but because they restore what aging slowly takes away: connection, rhythm, and confidence in our own bodies. Today, I want to share those same 6 movements with you. They're easy, natural, and backed by science. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll discover a simple daily habit that can truly change how you age. Something so unexpected, it has shocked even medical researchers. Take a deep breath. Let's begin with the first movement, the foundation of Japanese longevity and the key to moving young again. One Sampo, the art of slow walking. In Japan, walking slowly is more than exercise. It is a quiet daily medicine. Each step is intentional, each breath in harmony with the body. While many Americans rush through the day chasing steps or calories, Japanese elders move with purpose, allowing their rhythm to guide both body and mind. Science now confirms what tradition has known all along. Research from the University of Tokyo and Harvard Medical School shows that mindful slow walking lowers cortisol, the stress hormone linked to high blood pressure, memory decline, and fatigue. It increases serotonin, the chemical that calms the mind and strengthens emotional balance. In long-term studies, people who practice slow walking showed 62% less arterial stiffness and improved balance by nearly 45 seconds compared to those walking at a normal pace. Their heart rate stabilized, and their breathing became deeper and more efficient, improving oxygen flow to the brain. Think of slow walking as a way to reconnect with your body. It restores the dialogue between your heart, breath, and nervous system. The goal is not distance or speed, but awareness. Step outside in the morning light, when the air is cool and quiet. Walk at half your normal pace. Breathe in for 2 steps, hold for 2, and release for 4. Let the movement feel natural, soft, and steady. Within minutes, you may notice your body loosening, your heartbeat smoothing, and your thoughts slowing down. It is a small act of mindfulness that trains your balance, calms your heart, and centers your mind. Try to practice 20 minutes each morning. No equipment, no rush, just you and your breath. Because aging gracefully isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters, slowing down. 2. Rogyo Teiso, Japanese morning calisthenics. Every morning in Japan, millions of people begin their day with gentle rhythmic movements known as Rogyo Teiso. It has been a national ritual since 1928, broadcast at 6:30 each morning, lasting just over 3 minutes. There is no competition, no strain, only slow coordinated motion that wakes up the body and quiets the mind. Modern science explains why this simple practice works so well. Gentle dynamic stretches stimulate synovial fluid, the natural lubricant that keeps your joints smooth and pain-free. When we move too little, that fluid thickens and loses its ability to protect the cartilage. But when we start the day with light, flowing movement, circulation improves, muscles warm, and stiffness fades. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic and the University of California have found that older adults who perform short morning mobility routines have 55% less back pain and 40% fewer falls compared to those who remain sedentary after waking. It is not about perfection or performance. It is about reminding your body that it can still move with ease. Even a few minutes can reset the tone for the entire day. Try this tomorrow morning. Before breakfast, stand tall with your feet slightly apart. Raise your arms as you inhale, Lower them as you exhale. Rotate your shoulders gently, twist side to side, and bend slowly toward the floor. Keep breathing evenly. Feel your body waking up instead of fighting against it. No shoes, no equipment, no rush. Just 5 minutes of graceful motion, guided by your breath and awareness. This is movement as meditation, a moment of quiet strength before the day begins. In time, your back feels lighter, your steps more stable, and your mornings calmer. The secret is consistency. A few minutes each day can do more for your body than an hour of forced exercise. Rogio Teso is not about working harder. It is about moving wiser, listening to your body, and letting every 3 Shinko-zueri, deep squat rest. In Japan, it is common to see elders sitting comfortably in a deep squat, talking, gardening, or reading, their heels flat and their posture relaxed. This position, once natural to all humans, has quietly disappeared from much of modern life. In America, years of sitting in chairs have made the hips tight, the spine compressed, and the knees fragile. The loss of this simple movement is one reason mobility and balance decline so quickly with age. Science explains why the deep squat is so powerful. When you lower your body fully, the hips open, the spine decompresses, and blood flow increases throughout the lower body. It allows nutrient-rich joint fluid to circulate freely, nourishing the cartilage and easing stiffness. A long-term study from the National Institute on Aging found that maintaining deep hip mobility can lower the risk of hip replacement by nearly 80%. The Mayo Clinic also reports that regular squatting reduces lower back pain and strengthens the pelvic floor, which supports balance and bladder control. This movement is less about strength and more about returning to natural flexibility. Begin with your back against a wall for support. Keep your feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Lower yourself slowly until you feel your thighs engage, then hold for 30 seconds. Rise gently, rest, and repeat 5 times. As your joints loosen, you can stay lower, longer, without strain. At first, you may feel discomfort, and that is normal. Your body is remembering something it once knew. Over time, this practice rebuilds the foundation of movement itself. Your steps become steadier, your posture taller, and daily tasks feel easier. Try adding it into moments of everyday life. Rest in a squat while picking something up, tending a garden, or playing with a grandchild. You are not just exercising, you are retraining your body to live freely again. 4 Ashi, single leg standing. In Japan, doctors often prescribe standing on one leg as daily medicine. 1 minute on each side, twice a day. It may sound simple, but this small practice can change how the body ages. Balance is not only about muscles, it is about the brain's connection to every joint, tendon, and nerve. Over time, we lose that connection. We stop trusting our own footing. Scientific studies from Fukuoka University and the Mayo Clinic have shown that single-leg standing improves proprioception, the body's ability to sense where it is in space. This movement strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in the hips and ankles, increases gray matter in the cerebellum, and enhances coordination. In long-term research, people who practice balance standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and lived, on average, with the physical strength of someone 10 years younger. Think about how often you depend on balance without realizing it. Getting out of bed, stepping into the shower, reaching for a shelf. Each of these moments relies on the same systems that one leg standing strengthens. And here is the truth: once balance begins to fade, fear often follows. People start to move less, and the body weakens faster. Restoring balance is more than physical, it rebuilds confidence. To practice, stand near a wall or a sturdy counter. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Keep your gaze steady on a point ahead. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. As you improve, try closing your eyes or standing on a soft towel to challenge your stability. You can even do this while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. Balance training is not about perfection. It is about awareness, reclaiming trust in your body. Each moment you stand tall on one leg, you remind your brain and your muscles that they still belong to each other. Over time, your steps become surer, your movement steadier, and that quiet fear of falling begins to disappear. 5. Floor sitting, sitting and rising from the floor. In Japan, many older adults still sit on the floor for meals, tea, or conversation. They move from standing to sitting and back again effortlessly, often more than 20 times a day. What looks simple is actually one of the most complete exercises the human body can perform. It keeps the hips flexible, strengthens the legs and core, and quietly trains the brain to coordinate movement with balance. Science explains this beautifully. Every time you lower yourself to the floor and rise again, your brain activates the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for coordination, focus, and memory. Studies from the University of Tsukuba and supported by research at the National Institute on Aging show that this daily movement improves hip flexibility by 50% and increases memory test scores by 15%. It engages not only muscles but also neural pathways, keeping both mind and body sharp. In the United States, physical therapists are now encouraging older adults to relearn this skill. They call it a functional movement, one that directly connects to daily independence. Being able to rise from the floor without help is a strong predictor of long life and self-sufficiency. When we lose that ability, we often lose confidence and mobility soon after. To begin, use a soft mat or carpet. Slowly lower one knee to the ground, then the other. Sit comfortably, then rise again by placing one foot forward and pressing through your leg. Do this 3 times in the morning and 3 times before bed. If you need support, place your hands on a low chair until your balance improves. At first, it may feel challenging, but with practice, the movement becomes smooth and natural. You will notice your hips loosening, your legs regaining strength, and your confidence returning. This small daily ritual is more than a stretch or exercise. It is a reminder that your body still knows how to move with grace, and that every time you rise from the 6. Tanugui hibiki, the towel twist. In Japan, there is a simple 2-minute movement known as the towel twist. It requires nothing more than a small towel and your attention. At first glance, it seems too easy to matter, but inside this gentle twist lies a full-body exercise that strengthens the core, sharpens the mind, and calms the nervous system. Scientific research explains its power. When you twist while holding tension through the towel, you activate both sides of the brain, improving coordination and communication between the hemispheres. This movement triggers the release of myokines, special proteins produced by your muscles that act like internal medicine. Myokines reduce inflammation, support bone health, regulate metabolism, and even help the brain form new neural connections. According to studies from Tohoku University and the Mayo Clinic, people who practice short isometric movements like the towel twist show stronger grip, greater bone density, and overall better longevity, with an average life expectancy increase of about 7 years. The reason is simple. This movement recruits deep stabilizing muscles in the back, abdomen, and shoulders that are rarely used in everyday life. It improves posture, steadies the hands, and enhances circulation without strain or pressure. Practice. Hold a towel at shoulder height, pull gently outward to create resistance, and slowly twist your torso to one side. Hold for 3 seconds, return to the center, then twist to the other side. Inhale when you return, exhale as you twist. Continue this rhythm for 2 minutes in the morning and again at night. This exercise is both physical and mental. It strengthens the body while training the breath to stay calm under tension. With regular practice, stiffness fades, movement becomes smoother, and the mind feels more centered. 2 minutes, 1 towel, and your own breath. That is all it takes to remind the body how to stay strong, steady, and fully alive. Aging is not the end of the story. It is a second beginning, a chance to rediscover strength, clarity, and joy in your own body. These 6 movements from Japan are not just exercises. They are a quiet blueprint for longevity. No gym, no equipment, no cost. Just awareness, breath, and the willingness to move with purpose. They teach us that the body does not stop growing when the years add up. It only stops when we stop giving it the care and attention it deserves. Every step, every twist, every moment of balance tells your body, I am still here. When you slow down, stretch, or stand tall, you are not fighting age. You are working with it, shaping it into something graceful and strong. The secret is not hidden in supplements or expensive treatments. It lives in the way you move, breathe, and connect with yourself each day. The Japanese have shown us that aging can be calm, powerful, and full of life. You can begin right now. Choose one movement from today's video. Try it for just a few minutes. Feel your breath steady, your muscles awaken, your confidence return. Then tell us about it in the comments. Which movement feels right for you today? Which one will you start with? Share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a neighbor, a loved one who deserves to move freely again. Because health grows stronger when it's shared. If this message inspires you, click like, subscribe, and join us on the healthy aging path. Together, we can turn every day after 60 into a new beginning. One small movement, one steady breath, one stronger step at a time.